Greetings everyone! Here I am again, and in this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to integrate the Recrogrid framework with different database server types. Since the Recrogrid framework is primarily optimized for enterprise-level application development, we will be focusing on 3 database servers: SQL Server, Oracle Database, and PostgreSQL. The Recrogrid framework natively supports these databases, and by the end of this tutorial, you will know how to create an application that can work with all 3 databases by simply modifying a configuration setting without needing to rebuild the program. In the demo, I will modify the previously created Northwind sample application, which uses SQL Server. You can find a tutorial on how to create this application in the description. In the first part, I will demonstrate the integration with Oracle Database, for which I have previously installed the Oracle 23 server and set up an RGF user. The schema is visible in Oracle SQL Developer, and currently, there are no tables in the database. In the first step, I will add the necessary package for Oracle's operation to the project. Now, I will configure the connection in the config file. The RGF needs to know which database connection to use, so here I will specify the Oracle connection. Since the new database will not have the Recrosic authorization system available at startup, I will set it to single user mode. In the next step, I need to specify the database model for the entity framework. The current model was generated directly from the SQL Server database using EF Core Power Tools. Since this generated SQL Server specific types, I need to modify these so that Oracle can function properly. Additionally, there might be issues with the names of indexes, which I will also need to adjust slightly. Using an RGF extension, I will determine the type of database at runtime. I will only invoke this model in the case of SQL Server. For simplicity, I will copy this entire setup for Oracle and quickly remove the specific types, as I won't be specifying Oracle native types now. Next, I will try to give each index a unique name to avoid conflicts. Now that the model is ready, the database will need to be created during the application's execution. RGF provides convenient support for this, which I also used for SQL Server, and I will do the same now. This file, which comes with the RGF installation, shows the different migrations executed for each database type. This block only gets included in the build if it is enabled. I can enable it up here. So far, so good. Now I will create a migration for Oracle. Here, we get a warning that it would be better to define the decimal types precisely since Oracle has not yet developed the capability to do this automatically based on the types. Here is the migration. Here, I would like to highlight a useful feature. In the case of Oracle, RGF automatically converts table, column, index, and other names to uppercase. Now, I will also set up the migration for the Northwind entities. After initializing RGF, I will invoke the Northwind initialization. I will create an Oracle directory where I will copy the entity initialization. Previously, we created several migrations with database-specific elements, but for now, I will only focus on the initial data. I will set the Oracle delimiter. These are not needed right now. The Northwind database sample data import also contains database-specific expressions, but I have already rewritten these. This is how it looks. Finally, I'll make the necessary adjustments here as well. Let's see if it works. It is clear that automatic migration is enabled. And everything runs smoothly. I will also start the client application. Everything is working well. The tables are also visible in Oracle SQL Developer. And with that, we are done. The application is now capable of working with Oracle Database. Now, I will close everything, and next, we will look at the PostgreSQL setup. I had already installed this server as well. You can see that the connection works, but the database is not there yet. First, I need to add the necessary package for this as well. I will configure the database connection. Since I didn't set any database-specific options for the migration earlier, I will use the same approach for PostgreSQL. Of course, in a real-world application, this would need to be thoroughly developed. I will enable PostgreSQL usage for RGF. I will create the migration for this as well. In the case of PostgreSQL, RGF converts everything to lowercase. Here, I will also invoke the Northwind initialization. The migration will be similar to the Oracle database migration. I will correct the delimiter. And now, let's start the program. The migration ran successfully. Everything is working perfectly. Here you can see the PostgreSQL query. If I now simply modify the configuration and restart the application with the Oracle database, it will work. Here is the Oracle query. Finally, let's return to SQL Server. And this is the SQL Server query. That's all we have time for in this demonstration. I hope you found it useful and see how easy it is to switch between different database servers in the Recrogrid framework. Of course, paging, filtering, the authorization system, change tracking, and other RGF features all natively support these databases and work instantly without any coding. If you liked it, click the like button and check out other Recrogrid framework content. Thank you for your attention.